Hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, for this moment. So this message is going to be a divine activation and healing message. I use my personal digital deck along with other decks for these messages. If you're wanting to purchase the divine activation and healing digital deck, it will be in the description below. You can go to the link, or you can go to AriTheGoddesss.com, or you can go to AriTheGoddesss.etsy.com. I created this deck for those who may be going through a spiritual awakening, who may be going inward, who may, be going through a journey of, finding who they really are, who they truly are, and maybe needing some divine guidance along the way, some inspiration along the way. And just from a personal experience, I always notice that, the messages always come at the perfect time when I'm needing, a guidance, whether it's in the moment, whether it's for the, just to start off my day. There's always a message in this digital deck that can, help me in the time that I'm needing it. So if you're wanting to purchase that deck, the link will be in the description below. So from the divine activation and healing messages, I got extraordinary. I have extraordinary gratitude, self-awareness, heart chakra, 444, and water. You may be divinely guided in this time to drink more water. You may be guided in this time to drink more water. You may be drinking more water in this time. You may be spending more time near water in this time. This message is a reminder of, also of being grateful, because I have here gratitude here twice as I'm shuffling. And there's a lot of messages want to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the message. Yes. So there may be someone who may be on a journey of awakening. You may be awakening in this time. You may be awakening to the truth of who you are. You may be awakening to different truths. Not just truths in who you are, truths in just why you went through the things that you went through. You may have went through a lot of obstacles and challenges within your life that, it's kind of unexplainable. If people knew exactly what you went through in your life, they probably wouldn't believe it. Or, it may be even challenging for you to, really see how much you have been through and how much you've come from and how much you've come out of. And this is why I believe this is why that gratitude card, gratitude message is there as well. Speaking of, being grateful for how far you've come, even in the obstacles and challenges that you may be facing now. Being grateful for, how far you've come, because, your mentality isn't the same. You aren't the same physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. You're not. And although there may be obstacles and challenges going on right now, you have the mindset, you have the, you have the, and I believe this is why that self-awareness is here as well. You have the self-aware, it's like you observe that time, I'm speaking to some who you observe your life. You observe your life, or you learn to observe your life. You've learned to observe what is going on and why. You've learned to, get to the root of the things and, try to either heal it or, try to get to the root of the patterns so that you can stop the patterns. And this is why, this self-awareness is here as well. It's speaking on how self-aware you have come, how far you've come. You've also, for some, you've also become more self-aware, or you becoming more self-aware. But in this time, you're being reminded to be more grateful for how far you've come. And I believe this is why great gratitude is here twice. It's a reminder of, being thankful and looking at how blessed you are, because a lot of people may not have made it out of, you wouldn't have made it out of this, tough obstacles and challenges that you may have made it out of. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a true blessing of the mindset you have, even with the things that you've been through, even with the obstacles and the challenges. You still have you still have your confidence. You still have your mentality, your mental, although it could have, gotten the best of you, sometimes, but it didn't take you out as you may have thought it would, or as it may have with others. And this is this is a reminder of being grateful. This is a reminder of just how extraordinary you are. You are extraordinary, for going through this and getting through this. You're unique. You're very unique. You're very talented. You're very gifted. And what you've been through, it tells a story. Like your gifts, your abilities, your talents, your skills, whatever you do, you may be guided to tell the story through that, or this is something you do already, and this is extraordinary. And the self-awareness, this is the beautiful thing about it. The self-awareness that you have for yourself, you have that within your talents, your gifts, your creativeness. And this, for some, is based. So for you, this is just self-awareness. But looking outwardly, this is just details. This is like your texture. Look at it as like, how there are some things that you can look at and you could tell that they put effort and details to it. I hope I'm not confusing you when I say that. This is what your self-awareness do. See, you know how to put details in things, texture in things naturally, because of you are a self-aware person, is what I'm saying. And many people may think that this is supernatural, but as I said before, you're just super divine because you pay attention to yourself. You have great self-awareness, and it gives your creativeness. Whatever you do it with details, in a detailed experience, extraordinary, unique way. And you may, these obstacles, these challenges, or through your obstacles and challenges, you've learned the many gifts, and you've learned your uniqueness. You've learned, you've learned what these gifts and abilities are. And a lot of your obstacles and your challenges was catalyst to you becoming, to activate those gifts, those abilities, your creativeness, their uniqueness. It was really a lot of the things that you've been through has really just been the catalyst. It was it was that rough time that really got you in your truth, and I think that is beautiful. I also have here heart chakra. See, this is something you've been learning. It's the heart chakra. You've been learning more about the heart chakra. You've been opening yourself more to the heart chakra. And what you do, you use the heart chakra. This is a priority to you, or you being guided to make this a priority, to use your heart, to use it in a pure way, to use it in a divine way, and use it in a way that the divine has, guided you to use it. The divine has shown you many of times how blessed you are, how unique you are, how loved you are, even in the times where you may have felt as though, how did I get through this, or how do I deserve to be in this situation? It's because you are loved, or or how do I deserve to be where I am? It's because you are unconditionally loved. And this is what so many people need to know amongst themselves as well. And how you deliver whatever you do, you deliver it in you may be guided to deliver it in with an active heart chakra, or this is something that you are doing, or this is for some what you will be doing. You know, it's using that heart chakra to be the compass, you know, along this journey, you know. And you're being guided to not be afraid of this, to know that you are supported, to know that this is the path truest to you, to use your heart, to have that heart open, and to allow it to be the truth, allow it to spread, allow it to be the compass along this journey of, you know, how extraordinary you are, of your inspired, you know, beautiful life, you know. Wow, because I actually have here, see, I already have the cards that came out. I already have them placed out for the first deck that I used. And I have here, remember I told you gratitude had came out. Next to it, I have here unconditional love, all potentialities, healing, mystery, self-knowledge, healing family lines, and the male principle. So the first four is already, you know, bagging me up on what I'm even speaking, you know, speaking of that gratitude, speaking of that unconditional love that you have been given, well, that you have. And, you know, it's a reminder to, you know, see how magical and blessed this is, you know. And with the all potentialities, it's speaking on those gifts, that creativeness that you have, and letting it be, you know, a guide for you to live an inspired life. And with this healing here, this speaks on you know, you being grateful for this healing that you have, you know, that you have accomplished, that you are accomplishing, you know. And through your stories, through your gifts, it is healing, you know. And, you know, this is also speaking of you being supported on this path of healing. See, this is healing you, and this will be healing others. And this is me going back to, you know, you're not being afraid of opening that heart chakra and activating it and letting it, you know, be the compass. This is a time for you to trust in this time and know that you are supported in this time, on this path of healing, on this path of, you know, activating this heart and letting it be the compass. You could be seeing 444. You could be seeing 444. And this is from the divine activation and healing. There's a lot of messages that are wanting to come out through this divine activation and healing message. Is speaking of, you know, the interconnection of the divine. So you're being reminded of how divine you are, and that, you know, you will always have this interconnection with the divine. So no matter what may be going on in your life, no matter where you are in life, knowing that you are interconnected with the divine, and you're a whole, you're loved, you know. And that's a reminder for you that you're divinely protected, you're divinely guided. Also, I've spoken of before, you know, this is a sign of, you know, this is a sign that you know, when you see 44, what is on your mind? Actually, paying attention to what's on your mind when you see 44. Pay attention to the person that's on your mind when you see 44. And, you know, it may be a sign that you may be, you know, really love someone. You know, when you see 444 and you may be thinking of that person every single time, it may be, you know, a sign that you really, really care for this person. This is the person that you really, really, you know, may have also an interconnection with, and it's an unconditional love connection. So just pay attention when you see 444, because there may be a sign of that. You know, always use discernment within these messages. And as I said, that companionship came out. Also, you could be, I've spoken of water. You know, you could be drinking more water in this time. Or you may be near water as well. But this message is speaking of, you know, making sure that you're, you know, spending time in nature as much as you can. You know, maybe you like being near water, in water. This is, for some, this is your, this is part of your, for some, this is part of your self-love time when you're out in nature, or when you buy water or in water. And this really helps you, you know, this is a reminder to continue to do this, because this is a part of, this is a part of your formula that I speak of, whether you pay attention to it or not, and you may be guided to be more self-aware about this, of your formula and what makes you, and to not to go astray from it, to continue to make what you love a priority, what you like and a priority. But yes, this is speaking of also, with this extraordinary, with this self-awareness, this is speaking of maybe someone may be afraid in this time of these, of going to the next level when it comes to this, your creativeness, when it comes to how extraordinary, unique you are. Maybe you are, just waking up to this, and you may not know what to do next. And with this mystery card here, it's just a reminder to, step into the unseen. This is a mystery, and the unknown, stepping into the unknown, and knowing that a direction will be revealed for you, knowing that you will not be lost. And that's a reminder with that 444, knowing that you are interconnected with the divine, that the divine is here with you on this path, with self-knowledge here. With self-knowledge, see, you went within and you've learned a lot about yourself, or you may be guided right now to continue to go within so that you can learn more about yourself, because this is going to help you on your path as you heal, as you grow, as you step into these divine talents and gifts that you have. Or this is something that someone did, you saw this mystery, you step into the unseen, and you let you went within, and you learned that that's where the truth was. You learned that's where the truth resides. You learned that everything that was going to show outward, you learned that it needed to be healed inward. You learned that it needed to be activated inwardly. You learned that it comes in, it is inward first, and with this has healed family lines, or will be healing family lines. This will be healing your family line, because you're learning more about yourself. You chose that path of learning more about yourself, activating that truth within, learning how extraordinary you are, learning how divine you are, learning how, amazing and, blessed you are and unique you are. And this will be healing family lines. This will be healing your family lines. I'm in the car right now, so if there's any distractions, please forgive me. But yes, this is healing your family lines, because maybe in your family this wasn't a priority, or maybe it wasn't something that like I said, like a priority. And maybe your family didn't know how to do it, or maybe they didn't have the time or the it's just different with some families. Maybe they didn't see it as a priority, but you have chose to make it a priority. You have chose to make, all of you a priority. And this is, not only is this extraordinary, but this is being seen in a beautiful way. This is being seen not just from others, it's being seen from the divine. And this is why the divine has helped you along this journey of going within. This is why you've been helped so much. This is why you've been, this is why you're so blessed, because you chose this path. This path is rewarding, not just internally, but externally as well. And this is something that you are learning, or you being prepared for. And I have here the male principle card. You're learning balance. You have balance, or you're learning balance, or you will be learning to balance, both inward, both the divine. With that, remember the non-duality card is speaking of the divine, being divine, bowing to the divine within, and letting it, basically be shown outwardly, you know, and this is balance as well. It's also speaking of, you know, the balance of feminine and masculine energy. It's also, yeah, it's speaking of also taking action as well. It's also speaking of taking action as well. Taking action as well, and, you know, having that balance in your life when it comes to you, when it comes to your creativeness, when it comes to your life. Having that balance within. I have here companionship and receiving. Companionship and receiving. Because you are balanced, because you are finding balance, because you have went through, you know, this journey of, or you are going through this journey of healing, of, you know, of not just healing, you know, just activating that extraordinary, those extraordinary abilities and gifts. You know, there's so much that you're in divine alignment with. And, you know, it's time to get in receiving mode about this. This could be with, you know, I've spoken of before, kindred spirits, whether it's with, you know, whether it's opportunities, whether it's, you know, job related, whether it's with friendships, whether it's with relationships, whether it's with, you know, you could be reconciling with people, you know, or this could just be speaking of, as I said before, finding that balance within. And because you're finding that balance within, you know, the external can now show, you know. It's time for everything to start showing externally, and it's also time for you to, you know, start receiving this. And I have the right now here card and signs. So, you know, you're being divinely guided right now. There's signs that you've been getting, you know. You're being guided right now to receive this right now, to receive, to be in the present moment right now, to receive, to get in the, to trust in the divine highest plan right now, to surrender right now and trust in the signs that you have been getting, because you have been getting signs, and you're being guided right now to trust in your instincts, to trust in your instincts in this time, and to have an outrageous openness in this time. To not overthink, to not let the ego try to control everything. We've learned about the ego on this path. So you're being guided right now to have an outrageous opening and give everything to the divine with this true offering card here. Give it to the divine and know that the divine can take care of it. Release it, let it go. Any stress, any worries, any obstacles, any challenges, releasing it and giving it to the divine, and give this true offering to the divine, so that you can be in alignment with the divine highest plan for your life. This is beautiful. I have here delusion. Setting intentions in this time and knowing how limitless you are. I have here delusion, limitless, and sanctity. Set your intentions in this time. Your intentions. What is your intention and why you do things? So let's say that you have, you know, who do you want to reach? You know, with your gifts, with your creativeness, of just what you are, even with just you. Setting your intention when it comes to you first. What is your intention for the day? You know, setting your intention for the day, and, you know, how you want to show up. You know, my intention today is being loving, compassion, and being loving and compassionate, and being self-aware of those who may need my help today. Or, you know, or being self-aware of the things that I do today. Or, you know, my intention today is to vibrate in love. You know, setting that intention for the day, or just setting this intention when it comes to your gifts and your abilities and your creativeness, you know, of who you want to reach and why, you know, what's your intention behind it, you know, and knowing that you are limitless, you know, and not to box yourself in, and knowing that you are limitless when it comes to your gifts, your abilities, and your creativeness, and to not let you yourself box yourself in, or others let or let others box you in, because you are limitless, you're extraordinary, you're unique. And and because you're extraordinary, there's no limit to you at all. At all. You're divine. You're limitless. And this is a reminder for that. And I don't care if you do one thing one day and you want to do something another day. You can do that, because we're not limited. I'm not sure where the limited beliefs came from. Well, of course, we know. But, in this time, it's a reminder for you to know you're not limited. You're limitless. And if there's anyone that is around you, you may have been already on that path of, removing the people, places, and things that, that deterred you from that. I have here sanctity. Meditation may be significant for you. Meditating on the things meditating in stillness and getting into that stillness and knowing that there's pure potential around you. You getting into that energy of pure potential. Getting to, what am I trying to say? Stillness. When you're in, there's an infinite amount of energy that is around you. And it's pure. It's potent. I speak of this all the time, of how potent energy is. And it's just waiting for you. It's waiting for you, because you're divine, because you're extraordinary, because you are limitless. You can tap into this energy at any time where you're able to meditate and be still. Where you're able to meditate and be still and, get sure with that intention card on what it is that you want. Even if you're not sure, meditating and really tapping into that energy can really help you in this time. I really hope that resonated for someone. I believe it did. So a lot of messages. Every time I pick up a deck, there's like 10 cards that come out. I put them back in the deck though. I have here compassion. Wow. Speaking of compassion, I just spoke of that. What is your intention when it comes to what you relate, what you do, what it is you do? Even just having compassion for yourself. Maybe it's for someone who is needing compassion for themselves in this time. Having compassion for yourself. I'm going to read the card. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is... I know I'm reading slow. Okay. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Wow. So that's a reminder for someone to have compassion for themselves. Have compassion for yourself, and this helps you also to have compassion for others. Because you're not seeing them in a way of judgment. You see them as a way as, how the divine sees you. Extraordinary, unique, divine. I have here clarity. You will be getting clarity about something soon, and this is going to allow a huge change in your life. Or the clarity that you recently got has changed you, has changed the way you think about things. Or allowing the clarity that you get to change the way you think about something, or to change, maybe it's some patterns or some beliefs that you have. I have here perfectionism. Yeah, so maybe it has something to do with perfectionism and you blocking, and you blocking yourself from going to the next level, because you may be wanting things to be perfect. But with the divine timing card that just came out, you're being reminded of divine timing. Maybe there's something that you wanted it to go a certain way, or you wanted it to come out and it didn't. But you're being reminded right now to trust in the divine timing and know that everything happens for a reason, and you will be guided with those signs card. You will be guided when it is to release this, or when it is to, or just you you're being divinely guided, and you're being guided to trust in the divine timing. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Yeah, so maybe you will be getting clarity. Okay, yeah, I just said that. Maybe you'll be getting clarity on an endeavor, on a project that you may be doing right now. And you're needing to, and this will help you free. I just said that, yes. This will help you free yourself from, basically, the blockages, the stagnant energy that you have been creating within your mind and your life about this. Are you being guided right now to have compassion for yourself so that you can get the clarity that you need and allow this change in your life so that you don't be in this imprisonment in the mind, and trust in divine timing? So I really hope that this message resonates with you. Please remember that you are extraordinary and you are limitless. You are divine. And with this knowing, with this truth, this is going to help you on your journey within this mystery, this mysterious journey, as you continue to take one foot, put one foot in front of the other, and walk into these directions with the divine. I really hope that this message resonated with you. I really hope that resonated, what I just said. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.